President Trump said he already won. You're asking for $1.5 trillion, unlimited money.
Whoa, that is a lot of money to fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you said a couple $1 billion, then I would be understanding. But they say we spend $1 billion on this war every single day. So how much money has we already spent? Now, of the guise of war, collateral damage, and all that stuff, I'm looking at the history of Iran. And Iran only had 2 wars in the whole existence of Iran. So, and you know, they're like 5,000 years old, 3,000 years old or something. And you mean to tell me in 2026 that you want to spend $1.5 trillion to fight these people who have never engaged in war like that? They don't. The first thing they're going to say to you is, well, you know, we trying to find, like they told us last time and the time before that, oh, they got weapons of mass destruction. And, you know, they trying to get some nuclear weapons so they can blow something up. If they was going to blow something up, they got money, they got paper. They would have got all that stuff anyway. I'm sitting up over here looking at the KDPI, Kamala conflict of 1984 to 1991. That war only lasted maybe 7 years. They won. I'm looking at the KDPI insurgent. They won from 1989 to 1996. The Afghanistan Civil War of 1996 to 2001. 1998 killing of Iran diplomat in Afghanistan. Eastern Iran clashes parts of Afghanistan conflict and Iran Taliban conflict. So they don't really have a war history. They don't have that history that our country is sitting there saying, or our administrators, the people in power, Trump. They don't have nothing really backing them like that. So I don't understand why you would want to take $1.5 trillion of American money to spend it on some people, blowing up these people and destroying their land if they are not known for going into war. I just went over all the wars that they went into. Didn't even really last that long. And if they really wanted, what did God say? Where there's a will, there's a way. So if they really wanted nuclear capability, they would already have that. And they would be in our past in the 90s and in 2000, the early 2000s, you would have heard something about them attacking people with nuclear capability, but they don't have it and they're not seeking after it. So I don't know why we wasting all this money on this war. But everything has an agenda. Don't nothing happen by chance. Everything happens for a reason. So it's another reason why America is fighting these people. But the reason that we're saying we're fighting them is not the reason. You just need to be honest and straight up with American people.
For bombs, but insufficient money for the American people, for their health care, their food, their housing, and our farmers, Secretary Rollins, who we have cut SNAP program. We are not funding the losses from emergencies that have happened in blue states, particularly when we had frost.
That's not true.
False, you're not funding it. But back to you, Secretary Hegseth.
And I would like to respond to the fertilizer and the gas.
Have your chance, Secretary Hegseth.
There's no reason to be rude.
You are asking for unlimited money for bombs when people can't feed their families. And I don't know how this administration intends to defend those decisions to the American people.
Not unlimited bombs, Senator. I'm asking for the right bombs at the right time to ensure we can deter our adversaries into the future. And that's how this is a generational investment. And it was the previous administration that didn't fund this department.
The reason why they are so upset with you and this administration is because the words you have used in the past don't add up. About Iran specifically, you said that we had obliterated, quote unquote, Iran's ability to create nuclear weapons. The president made the same claim. Yet 8 months later, in February of 2026, the president launched an act of war claiming Iran was within 2 weeks of having a weapon. So when you say 2 very different things, the American people don't know who to believe or what to believe. They just know they can't afford their health care, they can't afford their food, they can't afford housing, and our farmers are continuing to suffer. So, which is true? Was it obliterated or wasn't it? What's the status?
The nuclear sites under Midnight Hammer were obliterated, but the Iranians foolishly continued to attempt to pursue nuclear capabilities, which is why we destroyed their defense industrial base and so many of the other capabilities to ensure they can't get to a nuclear weapon. See, we're staying laser focused on the objective, and you're trying to make campaign commercials.
So you're essentially